Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be predicting the Season 3 content dropping on Friday here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Basically predicting who I think level 40 is going to be, Pro Pass, and a couple of the names of cards that I think we could get for like level up rewards, domination, that type of stuff here in this video. Before we hop into it, if y'all haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. One thing I will also mention, by the way, before we get into the Season 3 predictions is I do believe there's a good chance that we will also be getting content for Thanksgiving, basically on Wednesday instead of on Friday. That's how they've done some of these Thanksgiving content drops the last couple of years. And so I do think that is also worth talking about briefly, especially because super packs expire. As I record this video, it's late at night, I guess technically early Tuesday morning at this point, but the super packs expire Wednesday at 10, which makes me think we're also getting Thanksgiving content. So I am going to real quickly not just talk about Season 2 predictions, but also going to talk about predictions for what I think could be coming on Friday. And those cards will come from what could be coming on Wednesday, I should say. Those cards come from hidden gems, obviously. So obviously, I mean, I would say recently the last couple drops have been a little bit underwhelming. I mean, Aura was decent. Lightning Strike really wasn't all that good in my opinion. There have been a couple decent budget cards and some stuff like that, but I do think that we'll probably see a really good drop on Friday. So let's talk about diamonds first. I think there'll be two good diamonds. Number one, this Kwame Brown card hasn't come out yet. He is maybe one of the best diamonds left. 2K's been dropping most of the good diamonds. Seems like most of the other diamonds are pretty much going to be fillers at this point after relatively soon, which isn't a great thing, honestly, for the depth of the drops. But there's a lot of good diamonds left. I just think Kwame's one of the best ones, especially with how great his jumper is, how versatile he is. I think it would not be shocking at all to see Kwame Brown come out, or Jonathan Isaac, or one of the other really good power forwards. But Kwame would probably be my main guess, just because I think he's probably the best one, the most desirable name to kind of sell packs while diamonds still have name recognition slash pack selling value, at least to a certain extent. Also, wouldn't be surprised to see one of the good point guards, whether that be Michael Carter Williams, Michael Ray Richardson, Lonzo Ball. There's a variety of other ones. Ben Simmons is a big name. I don't know how good I don't actually think he's that great because he can't shoot, but he's a 6'10" point guard. He's a big name. Wouldn't be shocked to see one of those PGs as well when I'm thinking about these diamond hidden gems. The other diamonds will probably be fillers. Like there'll be 2 or 3 more diamonds that are just not that great, but I would expect to see 1 or 2 of the elite diamond hidden gems dropping this weekend. Also, a guy like Bruce Bowen wouldn't be surprising to me. He's a 10 off, really, really good diamond in his own right, that I think is pretty desirable for a lot of people. And I mean, I have him, but he's definitely one of the cards that I would not be shocked to see them drop. Another good power forward like Jeff Green or Joe Smith or Larry Nance or somebody like that would also not be shocking. But I think we're going to get a couple of good diamonds this weekend. Pink diamonds. I will say this. There are a couple of really good pink diamonds as well. And I think if I had to predict, one of the pink diamonds we get will be a small forward. Now, whether it's Ron Artest, Rudy Gay, or Terry Dishinger, I'm not totally sure. But I think it'll be one of those 3. Those are 3 of the best pink diamonds left. All play similar positions, and I think we'll get one of those 3 guys very soon because, again, those are pack sellers. Those are big names. Those are elite cards that people want, and I would expect that those guys will also wind up being pretty expensive and pretty highly desired. And I would think since there's multiple really good high name or high value name small forwards like that, we're going to see one of them here pretty soon because there's several of them still left. Obviously, we're going to get a filler pink diamond as well. My guess, for whatever reason, for that filler pink diamond this weekend is Jamal Murray. I guess he's not a filler. He'd be good, but I don't think he'd be like amazing game changer or anything. I mean, when you compare it to the top point guards, he's top 10, but he's not top 5. Realistically, at this point, low strength doesn't help him out. He's a good card, but I wouldn't be shocked at all to see him as like a big name, but not a great card to come out. And then I also think, I mean, you know who would really make this a super duper soup drop for pink diamonds would be Kristaps Porzingis. Do I think we'll get him? Probably not. I feel like they're going to wait a little bit on KP. Wemby obviously came out relatively recently still. I think it'll be another few weeks before we get Wemby, or before we get KP, who's the best pink diamond hidden gem left from the center position. Yao would not be shocking to me, though, because here's the thing. Yao's not that good. He can't really shoot all that well, and he's got 59 speed. I know he's massive, and that size is valuable, and a 54 3-ball is low, but this year, especially with the stick, you can hit that. The biggest issue is that low speed, but he wouldn't be horrific. He'd be pretty decent, actually. Definitely about as good as a card who's got mid 53 ball and high 50 speed could be. But I wouldn't be shocked to see him drop. Also wouldn't be shocked to see Big Z, who's not as big of a name as Yao or KP, but would be really good in his own right. Elite shooter, 69 speed, 7'3". I know he's still slow, but he's huge and he's got a really, really good shot. He would be one of the best bigs in the game as well. Wouldn't be shocked to see one of those 3 bigs, but if I had to predict, I think my prediction would be Yao Ming. So for pink diamonds, my predictions that I'm going to go with are Jamal Murray, Rudy Gay, and Yao Ming. Rudy Gay is the guy that I'm predicting for that small forward. And then opals. One opal on Friday. It's going to be a big name. And you know what? I'm recycling my choice from last week. Last week I said that I think the opal they're going to drop was going to be an Anthony. And they did drop an Anthony. They dropped Anthony Edwards. Not Anthony Davis, who is my prediction, but I'm going right back to the well. They have not dropped an opal big man as of yet. We've gotten a point guard in Sidney Moncrief, a shooting guard in Ant, a small forward in Tatum. I think we're getting a power forward or center this weekend, and one who's going to, again, sell some packs, and that is Anthony Davis. Huge name, card a lot of people would want. Now, do I actually think he'd be a must-have card? No. He's very good, yes, but he's not generally like all that much better than a guy like Jaren Jackson Jr. or Paulo Banchero or Giannis or guys like that at the power forward position. As good as AD is, he's not a must-have, but he is a huge name, and I think he would influence people to buy packs, even if he's not really a must-have card. And it wouldn't be shocking at all to see him drop in tomorrow's drop either if we do get packs. With that being said, I know I said at the beginning of the video what we were going to be doing was talking about level 40 and all that stuff for season 3, so now we're going to do that. I just thought it was worth talking about the Friday drop as well, and I'll put that in the title. I didn't mention in the intro, but yeah, it's part of the content for sure. Now, I have 4 names because 2K has just not been giving us very many reward cards for seasonal content. But we're going to get a level 40. We're going to get a Pro Pass card. We're going to get at least one good level up card. And we're going to get like probably a domination or something else as well. And so I guess we'll start with that level up card. My guess for the level up card for this season is going to be a Bradley Beal. The reason that I say Bradley Beal is because I think it'll be a pink diamond level up card. Bradley Beal does not have a pink diamond hidden gem, but he is a guy who's a current name, not an insanely game-breaking card or anything, but likely would be point guard eligible. A very decent but not amazing free point guard would make perfect sense for just like a fine card, but not an amazing card that 2K would give out for free. And that's kind of the way that I did with all of these pink diamond, or with all of these reward predictions, I should say, are cards that don't have pink diamond or opal hidden gems, because I do think level 40 will be an opal, but we'll get to that. And so my first prediction is Bradley Beal as a level up card. Next, I think we'll get another domination or something along those lines that's grindable with a player reward. And the prediction for that is Lauri Markkanen. Decently big name, but not huge. He does not have a hidden gem higher than Ruby in this game. Makes me think we will be getting a reward Lauri Markkanen at some point, and he would be a very good card. A 7-foot power forward, might even have small forward eligibility. Probably not at this point in the year, but really, really good shooter. Would actually likely be a great card. I absolutely loved his opal last year. If we got a free pink diamond Lauri Markkanen, that would be a really good power forward card for a lot of people's teams. So would not be shocked by that card either. Pro Pass, my prediction, the cover athlete is Jason Tatum, but you know who hasn't gotten a card since season 1, and even then it was just an Evo Ruby like basic card, was Jaylen Brown. Do I think they recycle a reward card like that? Honestly, wouldn't be shocked. He wasn't really like a highly promoted or highly touted reward card. I think the Pro Pass reward this season is going to be a pink diamond Jaylen Brown. I don't know. Not totally sure why that's the feeling that I'm getting, but that is the feeling that I'm getting. I think pink diamond Jaylen Brown makes sense as a Pro Pass reward here for season 3. Big name, but not gigantic. Would get people to buy the Pro Pass, but wouldn't be by any means overpowered, which I feel like goes with the theme of the way they've been doing Pro Passes and things of that nature. And then finally, the last card that I do think we will get is that level 40 reward. And realistically, I think we're going to get an opal level 40 this season. Now, who will that level 40 be? That's the question. And to me, there's one guy who kind of jumps out at me as I think a prospective answer. As somebody who, first of all, I think it's going to be a big this season. We got Tyrese Halliburton, a point guard in season 2, Tracy McGrady, shooting guard, small forward in season 1. I do think, again, likely probably going to see a reward big. But when you look through the pink or the opal hidden gems, I think it's going to be an opal big. And when you look at opal bigs, you already have DeMarcus Cousins, Nate Thurmond, Pau Gasol, George Mikan, Bill Walton, and et cetera, et cetera. There's a variety of others. Dave Cowens, Patrick Ewing, Kareem, Wilt has an opal, Chet Holmgren has an opal, Chris Bosh has an opal, Amari Stoudemire has an opal, LaMarcus Aldridge, Anthony Davis, who we already mentioned. All those types of guys have cards, so it's not going to be one of them. It's going to be somebody who doesn't have a card. Alonzo Mourning, Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know who does not have a card at all as a Galaxy Opal, who I think would make sense? Bam Adebayo. I know he's not like the biggest name in the world, but he would be an elite defensive option who's also got a very, very good jump shot. And here's my thing about Bam. I think Bam would be a really, really good Opal because Bam is very, very nice jumper. Now, he would not be a 5, but if you think of him as a 4, he'd be one of the best power forwards in the game easily. Enough size to guard, elite jump shot, good athletic ability, very good speed, super versatile defender. really, really good card. And I do think that realistically, he would make a ton of sense as the Galaxy Opal to get for level 40, because he's not a gigantic pack seller, huge type of name, but would be a very good card nonetheless. And feels like he fits that level 40 balance almost perfectly. So that's my prediction for level 40. And that is the final card of the reward cards that I'll be predicting in this video. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.